the growth priorities will be kept absolutely on the top. Even as I speak about the concerns that inflation brings before me. So inflation concerns will have to be addressed, but then how would you manage growth would be the natural question. But that's the point of, being sure how you're going to be able to balance the two and be sure that the momentum that Indian economy has got coming out of the pandemic and the momentum with which it will grow even the next year, even as per the very many multilateral institutions which are observing India, cannot be weakened. So it will have to again be a very carefully structured budget in which the growth momentum will have to be sustained.
You spoke in some detail about the financial inclusion effects, underpinned by Aadhaar, but which the world knows as the India stack, and also there were a number of measures taken during the last couple of years to protect, especially the economically underprivileged. So as we get out of this difficult period, think about the medium term. Are there other measures or plans you have to think about, raising the level of standard of living, particularly of those at the bottom end of the economic spectrum, and making sure that they have better protection from the sort of risks that they face related to agricultural shocks, related to unemployment shocks, and so forth?
I suppose the way in which we responded between last year, sometime June, till this year's March, April, will give you an indication of how we are planning to handle that. The global stress that hits us, the energy or fertilizer or on food, all of this we are carefully watchful and making sure that that stress doesn't get passed on to the people. That is why once before Deepavali last year, October, November, and once in early June this year, the excise duty on fuel was brought down so that the common citizen doesn't bear the brunt of increasing fuel prices. That is one way in which we're making sure that those at the vulnerable sections don't get hurt. Giving food was another. Equally, making sure that if they take money for meeting the input costs, they're also given interest subvention, so they pay minimum. But the larger principle of doing all this is looking at the poor and giving them support in such a way that it empowers them, so that the next stage would be for them to take care that the family's needs are taken care of. Would they spend money in giving further education to the child? Would they seek some kind of assistance if there is health? Health is getting covered under the insurance. A lot of scholarships have been given for education. So empowering is the principle rather than entitlement.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.